One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. It's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Farrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. Oh, what a caught! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Running to Green. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the back. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds. Right at the 44, big time pickup on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be key.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Golden Eagles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake, down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air, it's Stevenson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
On the run, it's Ray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to fire. The quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect.
Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 1 one back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Stevenson. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here we go, set. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll run the toss. Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. They're going to ride this running back.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Ray. Picks up the first down, still moving. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
BYU, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air, it's Stevenson. Skips away from pressure. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Using his legs, it's Ray. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Stevenson. Finds his big tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Its 1st time out of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Back to pass, it's Stevenson. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the offense will quickly use a timeout.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing the straight.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Rigby. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on a scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Scanning the field, it's Stevenson. Oh, he wants it all. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. So you come out of the locker room for the 2nd half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to it. There he goes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that now.
And he just gets it in for the touchdown.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Blue. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stevenson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt of
throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the run, fires downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve.
Turning it on! He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Power football with the run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
BYU 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up a lot.
Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
He's brought down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.